tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Eyeball top number here to you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. To the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Right, good evening, welcome back to VP4TV, and as you can see on screen, this may well not be going according to plan. I got home this afternoon and checked in on VP4, saw that I had a message, and it was a message from Coldest Pillow. He'd also sent a message to Super Admin to support, explaining that he had an issue with his internet all day and the engineers have been working on it all day, and he doesn't know whether it would be up and running in time to be here for the match. Now, the match we're talking about is what you see on screen, Coldest Pillow against Spectredawn on the one-loss side in the 10-ball Virtual World Championships on the 10-footer, due to start in just an hour's time, and also just about to start 9-ball Scotch doubles. We do have a match. There are 2 teams in, and we will watch that to kill a bit of time and see whether Coldest Pillow is going to show up. Now, as far as I'm aware, Spectredawn isn't aware of the situation yet, because I haven't seen him in the lobby at all since I came online. So in the meantime, we will just keep our fingers crossed. Well, the problem, Simon, is the deadline day's today, as far as I'm aware. So I don't think you can reset it once it gets to the deadline date. It'll have to be. It would have to be down to Spectredawn. It's his call as to whether he's prepared to play the match, and then the result gets inputted or updated. One of the two. But as far as I'm aware, today's the deadline date, and you can't reopen up the match after the deadline date. Right, so this, let me get rid of that text because it's a bit annoying. There we go. So this room should be going up with the 9-ball Scotch doubles, and it's Hazard and Bobby Barris against Witt and Eloquenti. So we'll go in and watch that. And hopefully everybody's here. I'll change the cloth colour. Blue. Strange back looking at a 9-foot table. All these 10-foot tables we've been looking at. No, that's not what I want. I want to cover that up. Hang on a minute, that's something I need to get fixed. Let me just get rid of that. And let me try this one as well. That's probably the same thing. Yeah. Right, hang on, I'll be back in a minute. We can get the game back up on screen. Right, well, we missed a lag. So it's Hazard breaking off. Now these 9-ball Scotch doubles are a race to 7, sorry. And we have an instant final because we very rarely get any more than 2 teams in this tournament each week. And players take alternate shots. Hazard breaks off. 8-ball goes in top right. And he has a shot in the 1, but he also has an option here. If he fancies going for it, he could try the 1-9 combo. But he's pushed the 1 offline by quite a margin. Yeah, the match is due to start at 8 PM, yeah. And the deadline is 11 PM tonight, that's correct, yeah. So he's got less than an hour to get back online. Well, usually if the engineers, if they know if they localise the fault, he said it had been working in the box out in the street. So I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to find what the issue is with modern technology. I think most of the time you just plug a laptop into the system and it'll tell you what the problem is. I find it strange that an internet system connection would be down for so long. The way it is in the modern setup, it should be a lot easier to narrow down where the problem lies and also get it fixed. All we can do is just wait and see. Like I said, I don't think that Spectredawn is actually aware of this situation. He's going to turn up and probably not have any idea what's happening. Because the strange thing is, unless Coldest Pillow sent an individual message to Spectredawn himself, because he only sent a message to me and Steve. He hadn't got Spectredawn listed within the message recipient, so it seems a bit daft to be sending a message to me. Where's this cue ball going?
Where's the cue ball going?
Yeah, you would have thought he would have actually sent a message to the most important person in the whole thing, which is his opponent. So we'll see whether Spectredawn knows about it. Nice little bump in the 7. This 9 ball looks fairly tight. Quick look at that. Yeah, that's tight enough. Can't get any tighter than that. Got to be careful with this. Got it flush. Four ball top left. Well, 1 ball's a thin cut, and this cue ball looks as if it's going to the left rail just below the side pocket with this thin angle. It might actually bump the 5. No, it's bumping the 7. Well, maybe it wouldn't if he'd actually got the right line on the cut in that 1 ball. Ah, right, so you're there. I'm supposed to be online at around 8:30. Well, that's better than nothing. Well, I'm on here just killing time to actually get in. Did you actually send a message to Spectredawn? You sent the message to me and Steve, but have you let him know? Because he's the most important person in this whole setup. I bet you didn't. I bet you it never crossed your mind to add Spectredawn as a recipient as well as sending it to me and Steve. No, you didn't. No, you just sent it to me and Steve. That's what I was saying. I was looking at the recipients. And, yeah, well, you might have deleted it because you know what it's like with that bloody thing when you're trying to type in the person's name and then you hit a button to... It's not the first time I've hit the backspace button to delete a letter and it deletes the whole bloody name. But, no, I didn't. In fact, I'll just double check right now. I'm pretty certain it didn't say Spectredawn. Yeah, there you go. Recipient support at 9ball.com. So, it's a case of checking in the lobby to see if Spectredawn has arrived. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry to get here. He's maybe going to turn up 10 minutes before it's due to start anyway. So he'll find out sooner or later. Well, Simon said, I don't know whether you saw, and I don't know whether Simon's still there, but Simon said that, I mean, if that's the case, I don't know. Simon can reset it between now and 11 p.m. tonight, because that's when the deadline is. So if he resets it there and you're back online round about 8 o'clock or just after it, then fine. Witt's already worked out that you've come up with a good excuse for not showing up for the match, by the way. I never said anything. I just thought I'd let you know that. Right, well, we're one apiece in this match. I don't know what's been happening because I've been too busy reading the chat. But it looks like that's a dry break. And a quick reminder that this match that is either going to happen or not going to happen tonight was the only match that was on until a little bit later today when Albinario and MC_Clarky have arranged their match for tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I will be there for that because that's me on my days off as of tomorrow. Once I finish my shift tomorrow, I'll be here to get that match. That should be a good one between Albie and Matt. No, I checked the lobby there. I never seen him. And I don't see anything saying that he's arrived in the lobby. Like I said, he'll probably hang about until, maybe just 10 minutes before the time. I haven't a clue what Spectredawn's setup is. I have no idea. Well, did you see that Sean Murphy's made another 147 break? And he made it in the World Open, which I believe must be getting held in China because all the advertising round about the table is all Chinese. It's in that big arena in China. You can tell it's like, the seats actually sit high up. It's like a big university sports hall that they're in. And I watched the 147 this morning when I was at work. So that's him made two 147s in match time or in matches. Sorry, this season. I don't know whether there's been any other players done two 147s in the one season in tournament play. There probably is. Suddenly I've got an itchy nose again. Well, I don't know what the hell causes that. It must be the static through my headset when I start live streaming. There must be something. How much you get? I haven't a clue. I don't know what the prize money is. In fact, I don't even know who's in the tournament. Let's be honest, I hadn't a clue the tournament was on. I just saw it on YouTube this morning when I switched my phone on. Well, this is for the benefit of any latecomers or anybody who showed up wondering why I'm streaming early when the match is due to start at 8 o'clock. Coldest Pillow's hoping to get his internet up and running. In the meantime, we're going to watch this 9-ball Scottish doubles to kill some time. So we're still one rack apiece in this race to 7. We have Hazard and Bobby Barris up against Witt and Eloquenti. And that's no much good, I think, for the 3-ball. So ball in hand for Witt. Now, the thing is, if he plays this right and just leaves that angle to drop over on the short side of the 4, well, he's left it high cut now. Well, that's probably not so bad in the sense that provided Eloquenti gets this cue ball going the right way, he doesn't want to bump into the 7, he wants to come out the back of it. He's too heavy though, he needs to bump the 8 now. And that'll work. Well, what he should be doing is just dropping this in dead weight. That's going to catch the knuckle. Nah, he didn't really play that very confidently, did he? That was pretty poor. You've got to play that. You've got to stroke the actual ball to get it moving. That was sort of that was a choker. That. Well, there's a slight angle to work with, but he's not going to hold the line. So a great opportunity blown there by Bobby Barris. Could Simon put the game back 30 minutes? Well, you only have to ask him. But like I said, you'd have to wait until Spectredawn turns up before you go down that road. No point in going in and doing stuff like that when Spectredawn's not here. The quicker he shows up, the more organised things can be. Then we know where we stand. And plus the fact, if it's any later than that, I won't be doing it. Slim will need to do it because I'll be heading to bed. At 8:30's already getting too late. In fact, I wish I hadn't opened my mouth. I'm starting to yawn now. Well, it's a real struggle for these guys to get any sort of consistency. Plus the fact this table's a bit ugly as well. Right, well that 3 ball goes in past the 6. Now what you can do is try and... Well, he's actually played that very well, but has he got enough of that to pot it? I think he has. I think he has. The only question is where's he going to put the cue ball for the 5? No, it's not bad, it's just a wee bit short. Just a fraction short. Now, let's have a look at the angle here, right? If you cut that in, you're not going to scratch. That's the first thing with the cue ball. The problem is, though, that you've got to let this run a fair bit if you're going to try and get up above the 7, and then there's a danger of scratching. That's the problem with this shot. I mean, it's difficult that if he's trying to drop this in dead weight, well, he played that all wrong as far as I can see. I think you had to play the cut and then help that run around the angles to get down here and above that 7 ball. I don't know what the hell he was trying. Well, what do you do now? I mean, this 9 ball looks pretty tight again where it is. That's the least of the problems, though. We tried to cut back, bank, and this angle that Witt's got is in between shots. You know, if you cut that into the side, you're running down and probably almost bumping the 9 ball. If you're trying to roll this dead weight, you've got to get it to the pocket for a start. Yeah, that's going to be no good. I didn't really achieve anything with that shot, I'm afraid. And it's not sitting great for a bank either, the way that is. He's got the thin cut, that's a good shot. Is the replay working? No, the replay isn't working. I have to manually set this every time now. Hang on a minute. Let me go ahead and look at that. It seems bloody weird how it doesn't save. Where the hell is it? Let's just see if we can get that up and running. Hold on, back with you in a minute if we can get this thing to open up. Right. Right, we'll try that in a second. Right, I'm going to try the replay in a minute. I have to remember to actually manually go in and it's supposed to do it automatically. It must be a communication thing between XSplit and YouTube. I don't know what the hell it is. Or it could be another one of the bugs that's in XSplit. Let's see, it should be working now though. Touch wood, with fingers crossed. There we go, it's working now. Right, what's the chat say there? Hugh, can I send you my old PC? No, I don't want an old PC, thank you very much. I want you to build a new one and send that to me. I don't want your old crap, with the greatest of respect. In fact, mine is probably still better than your old one. If it's that good, why are you getting rid of it then? Let me have a quick look before I fall asleep here. Hang on, what the hell's happened here? Let me have a quick look in the lobby. What time is it? Is 7:24. No, there's still plenty of time for him to show up. I'm not even aware of what the score is in this match. It's 3-1 to Eloquenti and Wit. And it probably could end up any kind of score this match. That cue ball might spin in, and it has done. And he's lying fairly good in the 3. Well, you take what you can get. I think he's definitely a tactical genius to be able to do that. Well, that needs to hold up here. He's gone too far. In fact, I didn't know. I thought that is a jump cue. I've just realised. I'm thinking that's a funny looking cue. It's a jump cue. Well, he's a bit keen thinking he can jump that at this distance. Mind you, he's only going over the edge of this. Yeah, well, did everything but go in. Now, I know that if I had engineers out at the box in the street, guess where I would be right now? Where do you think I would be if I had a problem with internet and the engineers were working at the box out in the street? Guess where I would be? I'd be standing over their shoulder asking what the hell's going on. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be getting it straight from the horse's mouth, finding out what the hell's up and how long are they going. If they've gone, well, if they've gone, presumably it's fixed. That seems like the solution then. If they've left the job. Well, the next thing I'd be doing is I'd be on the phone to my internet service provider asking what the hell's happening. That's the next thing I'd be doing, so that I know 100% what's going on. I would also be on I'd be on Google, and there's a website that tells you all the internet issues around the area. Well, Hazard has this 9 ball to get it back within 1. And, well, the way this match is going at the moment is 3-2, and it's almost 7:30. Well, a couple of balls have gone in. And, well, there is a cut back bank on. Nailed it. Now the cue ball needs to stay good, and it has done. Well, this is a great opportunity to get back on level par here if Bobby Barris can give his partner a shot in this 4-ball. Who are you with? Are you with BT? Because that's probably the last thing BT would say to you is about giving you a refund. Well, this needs to travel. It needs to travel. It needs to miss that 9-ball. Oh dear. Well, I'd be giving this a good crack. You never know, you could fluke it and knock the 7 in. All sorts could happen here. Yeah, well, hang on a minute. It ain't over yet. Oh. Well, that's exactly it. Of course you complain. You know, you're paying for a service that you ain't getting, and that's why you should complain. In fact, that's why the first thing you should do is ask to speak to the supervisor, because they're the ones that will give the okay to that sort of stuff. You don't want to talk to the monkey. You want to talk to the organ grinder. Oh, so you're talking to somebody in Bombay? Oh no, that's no good. Cheap call centre people, you don't want that. BT did that for a while. Well, let's have a look at this 7-ball. Well, it will thin cut. The cue ball could end up anywhere. It could end up scratching in one of the side pockets. But he's missed that. The only problem is he's not played it with any pace to try and get anywhere better in this 9-ball. No, they were probably thinking the same thing. So 4-2 to Witt and Eloquenti. Two balls going in as well. There's that pattern with the 3 balls that keeps annoying me. So the 2 and 3 have gone. Shot in the 1 ball. The problem is where the 4 ball is. And the 4 ball this time does go into the corner, and it does go into the side. He's played to get the little nudge. It's a dodgy angle to read at this distance, being so close. The tendency is still to push this to the long rail and not cut it enough. I thought he was playing the cut. Apparently he ended up trying to play the bank and couldn't get everything out of the way. Well, Hazard and his partner better take advantage of this, because the match could run away from them. They're 4-2 behind. They've got a good opportunity here. Now, all he needs to do is just drop this 4 ball in and kill the cue ball, leave the 5 into the side. And likewise for Bobby, he just needs to stop the cue ball and leave his partner on the 6. He doesn't want to let this cue ball run. And he could have done with coming back to make this easier. See, now, again, I don't think there's a problem. I think he just needs to roll it in dead weight. And he's got perfect on the 7. Perfect on the 7. Well, this is only going to be a huge fail if they can't get the job done here. Well, that's no good. That is no good. That's a terrible shot by Hazard, leaving his partner like that. And Bobby's managed to get it done. And they're back within 1. And there's that pattern again. 2 racks in a row, but look at this, the balls are going in all over the place here. The 2, the 3, the 4 and the 8 have gone. He's got a thin cut in the 1. And the 5 ball goes into the side and into the corner, but you've got to get up there. That needs to keep going. It needs to keep going. He's left it short. Well, he's short, but he's most certainly got a good angle to get back up the table for this 6. No doubt about that. Oh, and he needs to run a wee bit further. Well, now Bobby's got a hold of the cue ball. And he doesn't want to get a hold of it too good. He could scratch the side here. That's always a danger. So it's back on. Right, that's good then. Well, you know what to do. Usually, the internet went down again when you're in a bad spot. You can use every trick in the book tonight, Coldest Pillow. But you can. Well, good luck. I could barely keep my eyes open watching this. With the greatest respect to the guys that I'm watching. Good evening to Cobra. If I leave, will I get fined? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, if you do a stub before the end of the match, oh yes, you will get fined. So we're now 4 apiece in this Monday night 9-ball Scotch doubles final. It's also the first round and the final, because there only was the 2 teams in. Now, why is Witt saying sync problems, and why are we hitting the replay more to the point? How come it's my shot? I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't think they know either. Right, I'm just going to tab out for a second just to boot up Discord. Hang on. Right, that's me all set. Alright, I need to do something else as well. Hang on a wee minute. Where's that text? Right, that's that done as well. Right. Oh, this has got scratch written all over it if you're trying to thin that into the down the rail into the corner pocket. There's no way you're getting out of that clean. Yeah. He might get good here. He might get very good. We'll take that. I mean, it's not difficult to hit that one. In fact, if he'd got the line right, there was good odds that he could actually kick that in along the rail. Well, we're 4 apiece here in this race to 7, and we have 20 minutes to go until the big match tonight. That's not going to get to a rail. That's never getting to a rail. Well, this is the perils of not getting a lot of table time in the game. You can't come to the game flying and all the touch is good. You can't do that. You've got to put in the table time. So again, just a quick reminder to those arriving to join us tonight. We have this match, but we also have the other one lost side match we've been waiting on. We've got Albinario and MC_Clarkey tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. 1900 hours GMT, and I will be there for that. I'm on my days off as of tomorrow, the end of tomorrow's shift. So we should have 2 good matches over tonight and tomorrow. We had a good match last night as well. All the matches are good from here on in, let's be honest. We've got quality players left with tour, and I must do this right now. I must make a public apology, and I make that public apology to Interchange-X, because I had totally forgotten about him last night when I was ranting about who was playing who and who had got to the hot seat. I had forgotten that Interchange-X was already in the hot seat match. So apologies for that and my sheer ignorance of that last night. Welcome to Bill. Well, the way this is going, we may have to bail out in this match to join the main event of the evening the way it's going. We're at 4 apiece, and Eloquenti and Witt had a 4-2 lead. They've allowed Bobby Barris and Hazard to get back in it, but they really should be taking the lead here, and that's well played. So we're into rack number 10. Eloquenti breaking. Just a reminder where all these players are from. Witt saying he's from Bhutan, but he's Welsh and denies it. Bobby Barris comes up with the US flag.
Where's the cue ball going?
And Hazard is representing the UK, although he resides in Spain. Did I say where Eloquenti was from? No, he's Croatia. Well, break is dry. And Eloquenti straight on in that one ball. Maybe have to go down to the short rail, or is he going to stun behind the 2 in the short side? Looks as if he's got the angle to do that. I mean, he could just come forward and down onto the short rail and up into the table again, I think. Let's have a look at it, see what the commentator's eye thinks. Oh, he's not hit it at all. I mean, there's just no deciding what the hell he played there. I mean, I can't believe he's played for that into the side. I don't know what his thinking was. And, well, what's left a shot? I think you've got to play decisive shots, and that shot that was played there on that 2 ball was a sort of nothing shot. So Bobby Barris, I don't know whether he's got a line to hold this for the 4 ball. I haven't went up to have a look. We'll soon find out. He doesn't want to get into the cue ball too much. He could hook his partner behind the 5 here. And again, you don't want to overstep the bounds and try and do too much. Well, he did everything but pot the ball. He held the cue ball good enough. 5 ball goes past the 7, no problem. So this table is there for the taking. It's just a question of if any of these guys can string 2 balls together to get the job done. Well, is that you just come back, Simon? Are you actually aware that Coldest Pillow says his internet's now back up and running? So it looks as if we're going to be okay. Fingers crossed, touch wood and all that sort of stuff. Lucky white heather. Whether he's covered that. Oh no. There is an edge. And it will cut. Let's have a look. She's a bit dodgy, this. I mean, you can... Well, again, I'm not really sure what was attempted there at all. But Bobby Barris could put his opponents in trouble here. He seems to be going all out for the pot. He's got that part right. And if he fits in the gap there, his partner may be able to just drop this 5 ball in. Problem with that, though, is the 7 ball is very much in the equation here. I mean, you've got to be right over on this rail here to get any sort of sight in the 6 ball. And he's played it actually. Oh, he's got a kiss off the 6. Well, what an outcome that is. Look at that for a shot. I thought he was going to drop that into the side. And he's cut it. It's went into the rail, caught the back end of the 6, gone into the pocket, and he's sitting plumb in the 6 ball. Couldn't ask for any better. It went all according to plan there. Yeah. Very true. Well, that deserves a tactical genius for that. So it does. That definitely deserves that. Oh dear. Well, you ain't getting in for that. And he's not got the cover, I don't think. Well, this to get to the hill pretty much. Pot the 8 and leave your partner a shot in that 9 ball. Now again, he's spending far too much time looking at this. All you have to do is pot the 8 ball, let the cue ball run up table and come down at the right pace for the 9. Oh dear, that is awful. That is awful. Missing an 8 ball at that into the side. I don't care who knows it. That's a terrible shot. Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth there, Whit. It was definitely BS. That was a terrible, terrible shot. When he, had his partner all but on the hill. And Bobby Barris, if he can hold his nerve, can square the match. That'll do. Very much let off the hook there. Well, the only thing is...
Where's the cue ball going?
The cue ball's headed south. But these 2 balls are married up. So this ain't going to be a run out unless there's some damage done. Well, we can give them the 1 and the 2 and the 3 ball, but the 3 ball is the important one because you must have some sort of angle. And that ain't good enough. Again, that's really poor. I mean, he can spin this in, and if he gets too much right English in this, he could scratch, because you're trying to come into the rail and get into the 4 and 8. You see, he's actually threatened to scratch there. Is he going to get second prize? Well, he hasn't got a full snooker, but that'll do. In fact, this 3 ball may well cut into the corner. That may well cut. And the 8 ball acts as a stopper if you're going thin off the... Well, I don't know that... He certainly didn't look as if he played it, but look at where he's put the cue ball. Not a bad reply. Easy kick, though. How's the luck? Oh, that 3 ball's tracking. It's gone. It's gone. Well, this is tricky to get away from there because you're trying to thin edge that. You might have to check this with a bit of left English to come through the gap. I'm not sure. I mean, in fact, he's not even doing that. He's playing the bank. He's going all out for it. Good evening to Tyler. Well, you can tell him well because I'm actually here. Although, be warned, at this time of night I do start to go downhill. You should be well aware of that. The old brain goes in shutdown mode. Well, are we going to go all the way with this match? We have got... we've got 7 minutes to get this match done and dusted. So we can move on to the main event of the evening, providing everything goes according to plan. Well, I don't know. I'll tell you something, Whit. If I was you, I'd get yourself some practice because you've missed some bloody howlers tonight. He has missed some shockers. Well, Bobby Barris, one good shot in the 6. Could have done me getting a wee bit further up the table. Just left his partner more work to do. Well, the angle's there. I mean, you've got to get this running. You've got to get this a good bit of running into this cue ball. You don't want to be leaving a bedhead cut in this 8-ball if you can help it. And you've just got to watch the line the cue ball's taking. Oh, this is going to... it needs the right bump. Well, he's got the bump. And it's a little nippy cut back. He's got to jack up and dig into this to take it away from a scratch. He never got the line at all. Oh, hang on, this is a little lucky nudge, because that's right in no man's land, that 8-ball. Oh, he's got the cut.
Where's the cue ball going?
And another blind pocket 9-ball for Witt. Well, you've missed a fair stack of them tonight, Witt. You might as well knock this in. This to get to the hill. And he's done it.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh, disaster. Look at this. Oh, and it just died a death. I need to show that in the replay. Look at this. Oh dear, look at that. It's going to stay up. No, it isn't. Dear. Oh, that's horrible. Well, you know it ain't going to be your night when you do stuff like that. I mean, that was a good cut in that 9-ball, and then, of course, the old 3-railer into the corner pocket. So Bobby Barris breaks off in rack number 12. Him and his partner Hazard with a 1-rack lead. Is it going all the way? Well, we probably ain't going to see the end of it, because we're nudging very close to this room going up. Good evening to Bedhead. I take it you're all well and good and recovered from the exploits the other night. Live to fight another day. So Bobby Barris and Hazard. Well, again, this cue ball's... Well, I mean, if you just drop this in dead weight, you can leave the higher cut in the 4-ball, I think. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, if you just dink that in and really stone dead, you could leave the higher cut in the 4 and know that you've at least got a shot on this 4-ball. Well, he's going the other side. That's 6.5 a dozen. I mean, that'll work as well. And this should open up the 5, no problem. Just got to get the pot. And as long as you've got the pace in the cue ball, you're guaranteed a shot in the 5. Oh dear. Maybe not. Well, there's your chance come and gone. Now, is Witt going to be... hang on a minute. Right, we're back. We could be going all the way here. Just give me a sec. Good evening to Steve. Good afternoon.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's weird. Your icon didn't show up.
No, because I hit the wrong button there. I did something, I don't know what I did, but it sort of jumped about in Discord there. Right,
So-
well, we think we might have a match on. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying nothing else other than that.
So you were saying something about bad internet, or that was from Coldest Pillow bad internet?
Yeah, he sent you a message and me a message, so you will have a message in your inbox amongst the other 30,000 that you've got. Right, this is going hill, so we might as well watch this to the end then and go through with it. Yeah, he said his internet's been down all day and the engineers have been out in the street trying to fix it, and now he thinks it's working. And we're about a minute away from the room going up.
Well, let's see. He is in the room, so he is online, so maybe it's working.
Yeah.
That's got to be nerve-wracking for him.
Well, the bank's been played, and this is no good though with the cue ball. Well, Whit might as well give this a good smack. Get it amped up and give it a belt. Well, this might finish in the middle of the table. Let's settle for that. Well, now that we've gone this far, we've got to stay with this to see the end of it. Cobra says 13-5 to Spectredawn. Oh, I think it'll need to be a bad night for Coldest Pillow for him only to get 5 racks, I think.
Well, I think Matt's gonna need to play well. Oh, I gotta take this call. I'll be back.
Right. Well, this is one of these take your pick shots. And that's very well done. Very nice stroke there by Eloquente. Now Whit. It's just, I mean, you don't want to get into this too much here and try and do too much with the cue ball. The cut's there for the 5 ball. That's not a problem. You just want to control this cue ball and stop it going somewhere stupid. Yeah, he wasn't all that convincing, but he's dragged the pace off it, and the shot is perfect. I mean, this is just a nice little soft cut and not let the cue ball run. You just got to leave that angle. Where this is cutting, you want the cue ball to come up here and leave some sort of angle. Well, he's running, and it needs to keep running. Now, the more it runs, though, the more it opens out, and the straighter it becomes. He'd have been better off just dropping in dead weight and leaving the cue ball there with more of an angle to work with. This might be I don't know that that's shallow enough to actually come back up the table. The cue ball wants to come into the table. Yeah, the match will be started. We're going to suffer this to the end. That's just too heavy. We won't miss much. It's definitely past the top of the hour now. It's 2 minutes past. Well, one good cut or bank on this 8 ball. And as long as the cue ball stays in the table, this is a great shot. If it gets a nice little bump, that's a beautiful stroke. Well, that's the best shot of the night there for Eloquente, and Whit and Eloquente pinched the match 7 racks to 6, so well done to them. That's enough of that. Let's get ourselves into the main event. And suddenly the table's expanded to a 10-footer. Race to 13. And Spectredawn, well, the old voodoo jinx, as soon as I arrived in the room, he's made the mistake. Never doubt my abilities. And Coldest Pillow has been gifted an opportunity to win the rack. Bear in mind it looks like Coldest Pillow won the lag. So these 4 remaining balls to hold his break. I've got to get high enough. It's the same thing. You never underhit this. You've got to overhit this, if anything. Just get up above on that 9 comfortably. You don't want to be leaving in dodgy. And that'll do it. Well, this is the ideal start, especially when you see the unforced error there by Spectredawn. But how often do I say it? I mean, when you're in a tournament this deep, whether it be the one lost side or not, if you're in amongst all of these players and you're given a chance, you have to be seen to be taking them now, or you won't be in the reckoning when they start dishing out the cash at the end of it. You've got to punish players. But likewise, Coldest Pillow sees the result of many a break after having stolen a rack back, and he comes up dry. Spectredawn hoping this 2-ball keeps travelling. Mind you, it won't matter if it keeps travelling because he's hooked on it. A good chance that this can get kicked in though. Got the line to get there. He's gone inside.
Where's the cue ball going?
And again, it's a ball in hand opportunity here. The only difficulty is from the 3 to the 4. That's the difficulty of this, is getting a path around and not interfering with any of these balls here to get hooked on this 4. So he's going to have to take a bit of a risk to get into a spot for this 4 ball. Yeah, if I was you, Haz, I wouldn't watch the start of this video in the rerun. The standard in that 9-ball Scottish doubles was not the required level. It was a struggle, let's just say that and be diplomatic. Well, now I didn't notice what he did there to open up that 4-ball. Clearly that's what he achieved, but he never got the 3-ball, which was another part of the deal. And he might be... I don't see Spectredawn calling a bank combo in the 9. I don't see him doing that. He's looking to see what the cut angle's like in this 3. I think he's trying to go right side and go thin and head up top. He's got that too thick though, I think. But he might be okay. If it keeps going, he might leave an edge. Well, I don't think Coldest Pillow can get a thin enough edge in this. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Hang on. Well, he needs to come up with something good here. That needs to miss the 7. Or it needs to get a nice bump in the 7, just like that. Well, that was definitely a tactical genius shot. Got a lucky roll. Well, now the 4-ball's almost back to sort of where it was. It's you know, it's less accessible now with that 7-ball being where it is, but he's got a good line to get there though. The pace looks not bad. Needs to get away from the rail, though. Well, it won't really matter that much as long as he pots the 4, because the 7's going to do its part in holding the cue ball. And he's done that part right, but he's, oh, now, how's the 7? 7's still good. Good evening to Albie. No, Steve's on the phone, he's taking a call. Well, I think this is I said that the other day, that this is a chance of a sort of a big shock in the tournament. You know, Spectredawn's the hot favourite for this match, but I think as long as Coldest Pillow takes his chances, he has got a very good opportunity to cause a little surprise here tonight.
I definitely think Coldest Pillow can win. I don't think he's the favorite.
No, he's not the favourite, but as I say, it doesn't matter about who the favourite is. It's about what Coldest Pillow does with chances he's getting, and he's looking at 2-0 at the moment. Watch the cue ball.
Out. Well, he's going to get some chances with Spectredawn. Spectredawn's not capable of playing completely clean. I mean, unless he runs out every time, because you know he's going to make some moving mistakes. But you also know that he's probably going to run out a lot. So Coldest Pillow's going to have to play a really good match to win.
Albin, shall we sign up to the Straight World Challenge? Of course you should sign up. There'll be questions asked if you don't. In fact, Albie's the defending champion, in case he's forgotten.
Albin already signed up.
Oh, is he already in?
Ah. There's no spots left.
Was it full?
Yeah.
I haven't even had a look at it today.
Albin barely got in. I mean, last night there was only 6 left.
Well, in that case, then, unlucky to Bedhead, then, if he's the same as me thinking there was still spots available. Well, maybe that new guy that signed up, who we don't know who he is, who probably might not show up for the tournament. Maybe
he already pulled out.
Is he already out?
Yeah, I think he figured out this was not going to go well for him, and he pulled out.
And somebody else got his spot. So Albie's not in. Who's not in? What is Albie not in the tournament?
Well, Albie's in.
Well, Bedhead said he's not in.
Let me go look.
He
was in.
I presume that's what he's saying.
Maybe I looked at the wrong one.
Yeah, I haven't been paying any attention to the 10-ball one, because I said last night there was like 8 spots left or something. And Larry says there's 27 in. So there's still spots.
I must have been looking at the wrong one.
Thank God for that, because you've got us all confused. Anyway, more to the point.
Okay, so everything I said was wrong.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, get signed up.
Yeah, you better get signed up. There's 5 seats open. So you and Albin need to get in right away.
Coldest Pillow's looking odds on here for a 3-0.
Miasma signed up, so I can always kick him out.
Oh, he'll choke. He'll bottle out.
Yeah, because he likes to not show up.
Well, now you've just got to be careful with this. You just nice and gentle. You don't want to run too high. Now, I mean, a little dink. Or he's going to spin it. He's going to spin it, I think. Yeah.
The thing about Coldest Pillow is he plays at a very nice rhythm, and he gets rolling. He could run a lot of rock. I don't think he moves the cue ball as well as Spectredawn, but he's still very capable.
Yeah. Try again. But this time, Spectredawn has a shot. And the pressure's on. And this is not a handed on a plate rack. This 5-ball is tight past the 9. It goes, but it's tight.
Yeah, the thing he's got going for him is the 3-ball sitting in a real good spot to get on the 4, where he can just shoot a stop shot and be really good on the 5.
Yeah, he's got everything there to get out, and this is what he's good at, and is getting into these little awkward areas to get the job done.
Well, this is pretty simple. I mean, it's you know, it's almost a dead stop here. You pull it back a little if you want. Doesn't really matter. Even if you just stopped it, you'd be good. You know, this isn't the same thing. It's basically a stop shot. You can pull it back a touch, but it's good even if you just stop it.
Well, he's double checking the 5-ball. I mean, if he just
well,
puts the cue ball right there, he's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything fancy here because it goes, if you get on it really good, I don't think it's tough.
Well, he's come
pulled it back a little further than he would have liked, but he's okay.
Is he trying to stun through the... No, he's playing the combo instead.
He decided to play the combo, and, you know, that's...
Well, he's actually landed pretty good for the cut and the combo, but he's missed it. And where's this 5-ball going? I think he's going to get lucky. Yeah, he's got lucky.
Well, I mean, you got a pretty good chance to kick safe here. I'd kick off the end rail at this. If you want to kick off the end rail and send the 5 to the long rail, you're trying to get the 5 to come down around the 10. You're trying to use the 6-ball with a cue ball or perhaps the 8.
That would be the ideal kick safe.
Yeah.
Bumping it into the long rail and up past the 8-ball.
That's what you want to do here. That's what you want to try to do here.
Well, he wants
you don't want to try to pocket this. I mean, I know he called it. It may have been just in case.
I think he's playing. I think he's playing a relatively good line here. He's got it too heavy, though. It needs to bump. It needs to bump, and that'll do it. That
was fortunate. Well, he played the right shot a little too hard.
Yeah, just too heavy, but it's all worked out.
And this is what you want. You want Spectredawn having to play these shots because this is not his game. And that's no good. That's ball in hand.
Yeah, no rail. How tight's that 10-ball, though? That's the one you need to check. And it's...
all right, bedhead. See you later.
Off the rail. You're off to work. The McDonald's must open late in Sweden. Well, it's 3-0, ball in hand, wide open table, control of the cue ball, and it should be 4-0. It's that easy.
I'll tell you, Coldest Pillow's a lot of fun to watch play because he's got a good flow to his game. He's not afraid to run the cue ball. He's really improved. I mean, he might be the most improved player in the last year.
No, 3 balls away from the ideal start. Well, everyone's an ideal start as long as you keep winning the racks. Now he's just got to be careful.
Now, I would always gone 2 rails on that 8-ball.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go 2 rails here for a certainty. Oh, you want to watch that? So, excellent start here for Coldest Pillow. Couldn't ask for anything better. And this is the thing about somebody who's going to be a prospective champion. You know, Spectredawn's now getting... That's not going in. That's not going in.
It was pretty tight. It was pretty tight. You wanted to get as straight on that as you could because it was very tight to the rail.
Spectredawn's got to win this battle. What's he doing? Is he calling it? Yeah. No, he's not. He's just trying to fool me. Now, what does
I would bank this in a second.
Yeah,
this is not a hard bank shot.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's off the rail, so you got the line.
And the thing is you can get safe on here. You hit this at a speed where if it doesn't go in, it can bounce out back to the middle of the end rail.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I would have banked that every time. I mean, you know, that.
Well, I'd be getting up and down, kicking this in. That's what I'd be doing.
Well, he's giving him a chance to win. He had his chance to win.
Yeah, I'd definitely be getting up and down to kick this 10-ball in.
You got to figure that even if you're only
He's left the bank again.
even if you're only 40% on that bank, you got a chance to get
Yeah.
safe too. So you got to shoot that bank shot. Now this is no good. He's not going to shoot this. This is no good.
Oh.
And that's not bad from there because this bank is not a gimme.
Yeah, is he definitely going for it this time? Because obviously you're automatically having to call the 10 ball each time now, and chances are he's probably just looking at a safety. Or is he? I think he's going for it. Oh, he went all out for it, and it's going to cut back into the side. He's got to get this thin. He's got to actually cut it and try and cut it as if he's cutting it to the near jaw rather than the far jaw, because this could catch the point. He's got to get it thin.
Yeah, it's not super thin. I mean, he should make this.
And that's what I was talking about. He actually almost overcut it, but
he cut it too thin and he got away with it.
It's gone in and it's 4-0.
But yeah, Coldest Pillow should have shot that bank when he had it. I mean,
Four
he's
ball,
lucky to win.
4 ball, 1 ball gets bumped. Now, is it cuttable? No, it isn't. Well, you've really got to be ducking and diving here, haven't you? Look at the balls to hide behind here. Oh, he's come out. Oh, that's terrible.
Boy, that was a pretty simple safe there, and
that's where you take an extra second or two just to make sure you don't do something numpty's lap. He's actually got away with it because he never left the cut on, and I don't know what the hell Spectredawn was trying, because that's even worse.
Yeah, he's trying this little bump thing and just sold out on it.
Well, this is a critical shot. There's a lot of traffic in the way.
Well, you got 2 choices here: straight down the table or the 3 rails. And this is kind of a personal preference.
Well, there's trouble there. Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to say which one's better.
Well, he's trying to get down into the gap. That will work very nice. That's excellent.
Yeah, that was a pretty good idea there. Yeah, I like that.
Excellent shot. I've said that about Albie before as well. Yeah, he works back shift McDonald's. He starts at 10 o'clock. In fact, he works night shift. Anyway.
Albie, go sign up for the... now there's 4 open seats. Albin, you better go sign up or you're not going to get in the straight pool.
Where's the cue ball going?
Disaster. Look at that for a disaster.
Oh.
Staring at 5-0, letting the cue ball run loose. Oh, now is he going to regret that?
Yeah, he just didn't get it to turn enough. He was trying to get to the rail before the side pocket.
Oh dear. Well, if this was 9 ball, we might be thinking a lot more severe punishment. Obviously, this 10-foot table and the tendency to come up with dry breaks as a fallout is probably in Coldest Pillow's favour.
It certainly is.
Well, it should have been 5-0. Either way you look at it, it's a big 2-rack swing there. And Spectredawn's got the 2 ball going into that corner pocket again.
Does he have a shot is the question.
Nope.
He can bank this. It's a pretty easy bank shot. It's actually a very easy bank shot. If I had this shot, I'd probably be 90% on it. And I would say I'm a great banker.
The question to ask you then is what you doing with the cue ball? Are you trying to bank this and stunning the cue ball down into the 3? Or leaving the combo?
You've got your choice. I mean, if you roll it, it's going to head into the 3. You could try to stun it off the end rail.
That's going to go to the point.
Yeah.
Well, I think Coldest Pillow won't be doing any damage. He will just leave the combo here. But this 3 ball has a tendency to want to go to the short rail, I think, with the cut you have to make on the 4. He's
I'm
got to
not
be
sure
careful of that.
what Spectredawn was trying there. He hit that pretty anemically.
Yeah, this could end up a bit ugly with the 3 ball. Plus the fact he's now hampered himself with the 9. This might not go according to plan. He's got to be careful.
Well, he needs to hit this hard enough to get the cue ball
Yeah,
past the 5, or well, actually, he's going to be going underneath. This is ugly.
that's why he's
I think
jacking up.
he's going to hit this hard and not make the ball. Wow. Well, that's gonna hurt.
Well, the
And
good start is
Spectredawn
threatening to just diminish here. Spectredawn's got a table where he's got 1 combo to make, and the rest should be elementary for a player of his class for 4-2. Let's check to cue ball. I presume he's going to avoid the 7 ball, but can he? I mean, can he play the pot and actually do much to try and avoid this 7, or is he going to play to push the 7? Because the angle's too high, it's too steep, isn't it?
Just shoot the 6 in the corner.
Yeah,
that's all you got to do.
I think he's got himself in 2 minds here with that, with the fact that he's got that, he's going in the corner this time. Yeah, but you see, these distances on this table is catching him out, and that's just got scratch written all over it, hasn't it?
No, it won't scratch.
He's got to dig into this.
No, you don't. You could just roll this forward. I don't think it'll scratch.
Well, I don't like the look of it. Maybe if he digs in it too far, it will scratch. No, he's hit the point.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear. And Spectredawn gets off the hook. There's always that thing playing in the back of your mind, looking at that angle and that shot. And Coldest Pillow was digging in deep to try and spin the cue ball away from the pocket and caught the point.
I mean, he was able to pull it back if he wanted to, but I thought he could just roll it and go forward. As long as you didn't hit that too hard, I say it gets to the long rail.
Larry says the 9 looks froze. Let's have a quick look. I think he might be right. Well, let's just say yes, it's frozen.
That's
got to get good on this.
He will too. I mean, that's the mistake Coldest Pillow made on that one shot, as he didn't get close enough or straight enough.
Well, in the next few minutes, Spectredawn could be just 1 behind. So rack number 7.
The thing about freewheelers, and Coldest Pillow kind of falls into that category, is that if you can make them start thinking about it, that's when they start having trouble. And the best way to slow a freewheeler down is playing safe lot, which Spectredawn doesn't do. So I think this is actually an ideal match for a guy like Coldest Pillow, is playing somebody that isn't going to play safe a lot. See if he can stay in rhythm and keep freewheeling.
Yeah, and try and break his rhythm, yeah. Well, that's why I keep saying, there's different ways to win matches. This is why I keep talking about people being one-dimensional. You've got to use everything that's legal in the book to put off your opponent, especially when it comes to it. If the opponent's freewheeling, like Steve says, and he's quite comfortable, you've got to try and take him out of that comfort zone, try to break things up.
Now, this you got a couple ways to go with this, but the simple one is bank the 1 back down the end rail and take the cue ball up table. You got the 3, 7, 9, and 10 sitting there. Now he's going the other way. And the problem with this way is that right there is that the speed on the one ball, he needed to run into the 6 or something. I like going the other way. You can get a lot of speed off the rails if you spin the cue ball up and get it to really travel. Wow, Spectredawn is struggling.
Yeah, but he's getting away with it most times, though. He's actually nailed him behind the 7.
Yeah, this is a little tricky. Maybe a little masse shot's all he's got. I mean, I think he does have a 2-rail kick here.
Yeah, round the back of the 4 ball.
Yeah, he's going to have to put some English on it to get it tighten it up, which is what he's doing.
I don't want to put too much on it, though, I don't think. Yeah.
No, not quite enough on
Not
it.
enough.
Actually, it was enough if he hit it easier. A little less speed, and that thing will crank over more.
Well, the 7 ball is maybe going to be the problem. It won't be now that it's been nudged out. Now the 4 ball is the problem. Now what's he trying to do here? Is he trying to run in behind on the short side? Is he trying to help it on? Yes, he is. He's trying to get there.
Oh, I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's got the cut. I think there's enough there to get the cut, is there? Maybe not.
I think it goes if you spin it hard. He doesn't think so. So he's going to play safe and not very well.
He might be okay. He might be okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you can spin into the back of this 4.
Yeah,
it's a wee bit further away from the rail than I would like. I would like that to be closer to the rail, that 4 ball.
He's shooting it. It is a pretty easy kick safe. He's shooting it.
Oh, this is thin. He's actually putting a wee bit onto this cue ball as well. This could end up really ugly, because this is not easy to judge, especially when you're adding English to it. Well, he's played that well. Where's the cue ball going? It needs to keep running. So far, so good. Well, I suppose the worst thing that could happen here is that you've got a safe on Spectredawn to come if you don't get any sort of shot in the 6. It's going to be a toughie. If you try to, watch this side pocket. You get into it. Forgot about the 5. That's another error from Coldest Pillow and another chance. This time for Spectredawn to get back to within 1.
Yeah, well, the problem Coldest Pillow has right now is he's given Spectredawn too many chances. Spectredawn's played poorly so far, but if he keeps getting chances, I'm sure he's going to start playing a lot better.
Welcome to who the hell's Darren Cook again? And they said they play Spectredawn often. Who's that then? Anybody know? Maybe Darren will tell us. Welcome to Vertical Liquid. Yeah, well, the thing is, this is a test for Coldest Pillow now, or at least it's looking as if it will be, from the fact that he's had that 4-0 lead and always going good. And so now you've got the other side of the game coming into play, where the opponent's been allowed to get into the match. You've made errors yourself that's been the cause of it as well, and you've got to let that slide. You've got to just get on with it and don't dwell.
Well, he didn't leave that one short.
It's Vertical Liquid, that's who it was. Logged in another account. Well, this time Spectredawn is going to get the job done. And now it's all of a sudden, at this stage of the match, it's a big break coming up here for Spectredawn. Watch the 2 ball. Well, that's gone. Well, it tried to, but it was bumped into by the cue ball. I think the nine's gone. Is the 9 gone?
Yeah, he's got one down, and he's got a pretty good looking table.
I
Two
think.
choices here: bank it or bump it. I think he's going to bump it, or he could go to the back side of this too. That's the other choice. It's a little tricky getting to the back side of this.
Well, this is too much of an angle. The cue ball wants to run so much off this cut angle.
Yeah, he's going to draw it. He's going to play to the back side, or he could even bring it out.
Oh, that was almost a very good shot. I thought he's trying to sneak right through that little gap.
No, I think he was trying to bring it out.
Was
I'm
he?
not sure
Or
why
was
he
he trying
didn't
to get a
put
bump out?
more English on it. I mean, I'm not sure, but whatever it was, he didn't execute it very well.
Well, there is a bank on, isn't there? So
yeah, it's kind of a free bank if you ask me, because you got some cover there if you miss
he's
it.
trying to run this side.
Yeah, he's playing safe.
That worked out good.
Yeah, that's very good because
he's
got a one rail kick here.
Yeah, but look at all how, where he's kicking the 2 ball, everything's wide open down this end of the table. The only thing down here is the 8 ball.
Yeah, there's no kicking stick here.
Can't you, what? What do you expect from a free online website that does PNGs into what do you call them, GIFs?
And
animated GIFs.
That was just, I think visually he was fooled by that. Sometimes visually you can get a little fooled on those one rail kicks. They just don't look right.
Well, this is now it's sort of swung in its head, this rack, because now all of a sudden it's a very important out here for Coldest Pillow, just to prove to us that he's holding his nerve, and he's taking this out.
He played a nice safety and got an opportunity. Now he just needs to take advantage of it. He's flowing good now. I mean, the thing about a guy like this, you can kind of tell how it's going just by the pace of play, whether he keeps the same rhythm.
Where's the cue ball going?
He's got to bump the 8 because that was too heavy, way too heavy.
Yeah, I think he got away with it. That little bump on the 8 really helped him. Now this is just running the cue ball on a good line.
Needs to go up past the side pocket, that'll do. So this to keep Spectredawn at arm's distance for the time being.
Yeah, very good rack for Coldest Pillow. Played a nice safety.
8 balls not get the legs. It's dry, but it's safe.
Yeah, if you're going to be dry, this is what you want. So now the question is, am I going to push or kick at this?
Well, again, if he's coming down this end of the table, this is just asking for trouble. But he's pushing to a kite. He's going to get put back in.
Yeah, and that's not a horrible push because he's pushing to something tough. The problem is it may be too tough. But if you're better off pushing to something too tough than something too easy.
Well, he'll settle for that outcome.
Yeah.
You need a little lucky roll now and again.
This is pretty easy to kick this 1 ball in. I think he's got a very good chance of making this ball. Why is he calling
it in the corner?
Because he's trying to kick safe. He's playing a 2-way shot here. He's trying to kick safe. Which I don't know that's a horrible idea, except for the fact of 7 ball. The problem with the 7 ball sitting there is that it was going to block the 1 from the path that was going to take it behind those other balls.
Well, he's left an edge.
He's left an edge, and
in fact, hang on a minute. He might call the 8 ball here. Has he got enough to get that? I don't know whether he can get thick enough in the one to make the combo.
Yeah, I think he can.
Well, he's not called it yet. I think
he may just be playing the ticky.
Yeah. That'll do. Or will it? Will it? Now, what about Coldest Pillow playing a billiard onto the 9 onto the 8 off the 1?
Because the 9's not going to go on the 8. I mean, he can definitely get a piece of the 1.
Oh, no, because it's on the 3. It's on the 3. I never even noticed. Yeah.
He's calling it. I'm not sure how he's going to make this.
I think he's going to be banging this all over the place, isn't he? Yeah, that was never going to happen.
That was...
Oh, it needs to slow up.
Well, that's not bad because he can't use the right side of this 1 ball. It maybe he can hit it, but there's no way you can shoot at that. Well, there is a way, but I wouldn't do it. You'd have to slam it.
Well, watch that side pocket point. The cue ball. And he just missed it, but he's left it on. And he hasn't got to a rail either, has he? Or
no,
did he? He did get to the rail.
Yeah, it was one of those simultaneous hits.
Right, so we can see where the problem lies on this table. I think he was trying to maybe get straight in that 2 to draw into the 3 and 9 there.
You can come around the backside here, go between the 10 and hit off the long rail and come around and shoot the 3 ball up table. That shot's definitely there. You got to hit it good. I mean,
not much room to get good on that 3 though.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, but it's there.
This looks good to me. This looks good. It needs to slow up. Oh, just too well. It still goes.
Yeah, he's still got it. It's
just a bit too heavy, but it will still cut.
That was a pretty good shot. I mean, those shots are hard to control speed
or
on.
Will it? Or does it? I still think it goes.
It goes. It goes. No problem. It goes. He could be even a little further over to go. This goes. No problem.
I think if he gets this, the only thing I'd be concerned about is where's my cue ball going to, because that
yeah, well, he's probably
going to tight line with a 5.
Bump the 6, and he needs to hit this hard enough after it bumps to roll out. I'd put some top on it, and I'd hit it a little firmer than you normally would.
No, it's
just like that, except he missed the ball.
Was he getting lucky? No. He left an edge, or has he left enough though?
See, he undercut that ball. There was plenty of room to make the ball.
Well, I think there's just enough. He might. I don't know whether he's going to play the rail first. No, he did get it. And he's had a nice little bump. Well, he's got to be back within 1 now, I would think. Elementary, what he's got left on the table. Well, this is the second attempt, I think it will be, for Spectredawn to try and break and run out to square this match and be back on level terms.
Yeah, well, I think he's getting more comfortable now. Coldest Pillow just needs to keep rolling.
2 balls running round the 2 rails. Now, I think something went in.
Yeah,
Yep,
well,
3 balls gone, but no shot.
well, he can jump this potentially. I mean, we saw Albin jump on about like this the other day, or he could kick it in. I'm not sure that I mean, if you think your opponent can't kick, you could just push this over to the rail and let him kick at it. That's not very effective. That's a
No,
terrible shot.
he's going to be in doo-doo here in a minute. He's
I'm
going
not
to be
sure
in doo-doo.
what he's thinking there. You know, push out, make the guy take a kick at it. I mean, he could have just left the one there, pushed out, and said, "Go ahead, let's see if you can
Yeah.
kick it in." You know,
Yeah.
if he didn't want to.
I mean, to me, that was a shot, because that way you're calling the other player's bluff. You're saying, look, have a go at kicking in, because if you don't and you give it back to me, I'm going to have a go at it. It's all psychological stuff as well. Well, what's happened here? Has he left a gap? No.
No. It's not a terribly difficult kick. He didn't get him really good.
Yeah, you want to get that nailed on top of a ball, that cue ball.
But the thing here is you know, I doubt he's trying to kick safe.
Oh, he's getting it, though.
But he's getting it.
He's got it one way or another.
I mean, that's really what you want to do, is that kind of shot where you're going to let the cue ball travel over. You got 2 balls there that you could potentially hook the guy with. And if you think, oh, no, you can't play shots like that, then you haven't watched Efren play, because he makes shots like that all the time.
Well, this is the opportunity that Spectredawn's been waiting on, but I'm looking to see where the problems are. I mean, 7 to the 8 ball, 7 where the 10 ball sitting's awkward, especially considering where the 6 ball is. Now, do you play the 6 ball and do you try and do anything to that 7, or do you just try and get up above it? I mean, the obvious one would be to get up above it or get it on the short end so you play it up table.
It goes past the 10 ball.
Does it?
Yeah, I think you got most of the pocket.
Oh, aye. Aye, yeah, it does go. Once the 4 goes out the way. Well, this is... It ain't done and dusted, this rack. Let's just say that from this position, because the 8 ball's still to get dealt with unless he's going to leave a combo.
It's critical that you get on the 7 good, whether you're going to shoot the combo or shoot the 8 up table. Me personally, I'd always be shooting this 8 up table, but you got to get on this 7 in a way where you can just kind of slide it over. And I think he's in a pretty good spot here. He's probably a little straighter than he wants to be, because he's going to have to draw this. Don't get too straight. Yeah, see, that's what you didn't want to do.
Yes.
Now he may have to play the combo.
Yeah,
you didn't want to be straight on that. Yeah, you want to be able to slide it over.
With this combo, you've got to get a decent line on it, and this looks not bad. I mean, it's as good as you could probably do. He's a wee bit further back, but...
It's a little bit of a zigzag, but these kind of combos are not terribly difficult, but it's still a combo, which any of these can be missed.
Well, it's still a big shot to get back on par. 8 ball stays more or less in play, unless he's another testy one, though. In fact, is he going to take it on, or is he going to try and play safe? What do you reckon? I think he's going to go all out for it.
I think he'll shoot. His safety game's not that good. I think he's going to shoot.
Well, let's see if he gets the line. See, this is further away from the rail this time, so it's not one of these sort of in between where a lot of players are ending up cutting them away from the rail. So,
you know, the safeties he's good at are little dinky safes. This kind of safe where you have to control the line and the speed of 2 balls is not what he's good at.
Yeah, he's nailed it.
He went for it, and that's, you know, that was a right shot for him.
Well, one more good thin cut. It'll be start all over again. Especially for Coldest Pillow. So rack number 11. And Spectredawn's yet to get this follow-up rack, I think. I don't think he's had one yet. And there's nothing doing here. Oh, and that nudge by the 3 and the 6 has just opened up the 1 ball. The 1 ball has a pocket. It didn't 10 seconds ago, but it does now.
Yeah. It's a little tricky getting on this 2 ball. I could maybe try to play it in the corner pocket his cue's over right now.
Oh, he pushed it into the 6.
Well, I think he came out of that pretty good, though. So he's got a 2-rail kick. Call the 2-rail kick in the side. Oh, he goes 1 rail. And is he going to get any love? I think he's going to be hooked after this. He should be. See what CP decides to do. It's a little speed sensitive because you can't take just a teeny piece of the 1, but you can shoot the 1 and get behind the 2-4. Okay, so he plays the safe where, which this is a valuable thing to practice and realize that you can just hit it straight into another ball and stop it. Unfortunately, didn't get the cue ball very good, but there's not a lot of cover up there. So this one's going to be kind of hard to get safe on. You can play the right English, kill it, and try to use the 9, try to bring the 1 straight down the table, just past the 6. It is sitting pretty good to shoot that shot, but
well, you see, I still think this is still a good enough safety because of the distance. It's still touchy to get the right edge in that 1 ball. You see, he's brought it into play more, and he's now given Coldest Pillow a better option here.
Well, I mean, he didn't play the kind of safety where he was gonna get him locked up.
The line here's up by the 6 and 7. And he's just gone narrow. He's gone narrow, and the 9 ball's coming to the rescue, I think, or is it? Maybe not.
No, he can't. He can't make this. He can shoot at it.
Well, Coldest Pillow almost. See that to me, that shot Coldest Pillow had there. If that was in a snooker table, he should have nailed that with that line to get there. He had loads of room to get there by the 6 and 7, but he just got it too narrow.
And that's not very good. I would just take this drop back, try to put the cue on the 9, run the cue 1 ball at the 2, call the 2 ball just in case.
And then you're hoping to stick the 1 behind the 4, or it dies behind the 4 further up the table.
You can play this little ticky he's trying, but this is tough. It's tough to get safe on this. Well, that's not bad, the fact that he blocked the pocket.
Yeah, but Spectredawn should have him stuck in a 9 here every day of the week. This is easy. He hasn't got there, but he's got cover. He should have had it tight onto the 9, but he's left him the kick. Yeah,
and this is one you want to hit with speed. Well, not if you want to play the 2 next, but if you're gonna try to get the lucky if you don't make it.
Oh, he hasn't got a hit at all.
That's not good.
And now the match might be on the turn because Spectredawn has a chance. Well, he's got a decision to make here. He's looking at where the 2 is, so he can get to the 2. Now, if you're going to play the 2 down the back of the 4, you have to stop that in the gap for the 3, which he should be able to do. And he's had a quick look at that. So this is just a kill shot.
Yeah. His only problem here is he would like the cue ball to leak forward a little so he has a touch angle on this 3.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be close to the rail. Yeah, there's not a lot he could do. In fact, that's a terrible shot.
Well, he tried to get it to go forward, but it went forward too much.
Yeah.
That was a tricky shot. He really needed to do a stun run on that one.
Yeah.
It had to be a stun run to get it to run out that much. Or just a complete kill shot with a lot of draw.
Yeah, and it wasn't played with a great deal of conviction. I think it'd have been better sticking with the first option, just killing it and taking it from there. It wouldn't have been easy to get to the 4. Well, he did a good effort to try to kick that in. He might get second prize. And then again, it's touch and go.
This is safety all day here. You
Yeah,
just
you've got to
soft
try
draw
and
this towards the 6.
stick it to the 6, yeah.
Even if you don't get there, you're on the 10.
Well, this is going to go around the angles. They're going to get bumped with the 9 and leave it on. No, it isn't. Well, that's finished good.
Yeah, he could hit this maybe with a little masse.
Oh, good evening to wink at me. I never even noticed you there.
Well, he might even be able to cut this in the other corner. It's close whether he can get a piece of this ball.
That's a wild shot if he's going for that. That'll be some stroke.
Well, you know, the thing is the safety's not easy here.
True.
The cut.
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it's 6.5 a dozen when you look at what options he's got for safety at this distance. What's he doing?
Well, I think he tried to twist it and cut it in the corner.
Well, I think it could have finished worse. He's not left a pot on.
This is a little tricky getting safer.
Well,
I would cut this to the left and take the cue ball and try to put it on the 8. Thin it on the right side and take the cue ball and stick him on the 8 ball.
Well, there's a touchy little shot.
He came up with another way, which I thought was a lot harder, but he executed it well.
He's got there.
This is where you may want to tie balls up. You may want to just push the 7 on top of the 3. That's what I do here, is I push the 7 right on the 3. Instead, he's going to open everything up and sell out.
Right, well, I don't think Coldest Pillow can pot this 3 direct. He's going to have to play the combo.
Yeah, I think I'd just play safe.
No, is he? How can he get in there? He's looking at getting in there.
Yeah, if you can't pot this, play safe. Get it out of there, lock him behind the 6.
Yeah, he can just bump it onto the 7 and stick the cue ball in the 6.
Yeah, you just got, in these kind of situations, you just got to make sure you get the cue ball to the rail. Don't make the 3 here, because that's a possibility too off the 7. Yeah, good shot.
Got to the rail.
The only bad thing about that is you left a pretty easy kick. So, I mean, he may not, he could kick safe here or even kick it in.
Yeah, making sure he calls a pocket.
But it didn't make sense to try to shoot it. You might have been able to get a little safer than that. And I don't think he'll shoot this. It's too ugly. Oh, no good.
No. That's the worst shot of the night he's played right there. That's terrible.
He didn't need to hit it that hard. He could have done a real soft draw.
Yeah, and I think Party's plan was hitting that. What ball was it he hit there? And he hit it far too thin because he was hoping that would take all the meat and the pace out of the cue ball, and he got it far too thin, and the cue ball started running. Well, this is receiving some of your own medicine here, Coldest Pillow. But this 4 ball is no gimme. Far from it.
No, he may even bank this. Well, the bank's tricky. You got to hit this with bright English if you're going to bank it.
Yeah, he dropped it dead weight into the side.
No
Very
problem.
tight.
Made it like it was a hanger.
Well, now it's a test of your mentality when you've had a good start, a 4-0 lead, and now you are looking like you're going behind. How's the resilience of Coldest Pillow now? And of course, Spectredawn is still waiting on that follow-up rack. And wouldn't you know it, it could be the next rack where he gets that gap opened up. Hasn't happened yet, but the likelihood of it happening grows more likely the more chances he gets to have a go at it. He doesn't want to go too straight. He's just gone a bit too straight. Now he's just got to manoeuvre the cue ball a wee bit more, a bit of spin. well away from the side pocket and perfect. So now it's a different ball game. Spectredawn's going to get himself in front. And Coldest Pillow's doing the chasing. Rack number 12.
Well, Coldest Pillow is, this back and forth game isn't doing him any good either because he's getting taken out of a rhythm.
Well, this is dry. 1 ball's on. And 6 and 7 are the issue. Now, is he going to play? Is he going to play for a crazy bump here and still be on the 2? Yeah, and he's made it worse. He's made it worse.
That's why you don't bump that, because he just went from having a run out to now he can't run out. Now he's going to have to move it.
He's killed the combo.
He had a very easy combo sitting there. I don't know why he decided to run into it.
Well, that's a bit like a moth to a flame, that, Steve, because this is where players are induced into doing stuff and not accepting the table the way it is and dealing with it. You see, he just like the moth to the flame, couldn't resist it, trying to better it, and now he's lost the plot.
Yeah, well, if you got a situation where you have a combo that's pretty easy. I mean, if it was a dicey combo, then then maybe that's not a bad move. That was an easy combo.
And this 4 ball might be breaking up. The command, the cue ball's gone. Well, everything's going the other way now for Coldest Pillow.
That's complete disaster because.
Well, now this is simple. You just bump the 6 and 7. You're on the 5, aren't you? Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
all too easy.
That's the worst thing that could happen is scratching there.
Well, that's no good.
Well, he's got a carom on a billiard shot on the 7, so it's doable at least.
Yeah, but I think he was like everybody else was hoping just for an open 6 ball with that 7 ball out into the table. Just pop it down the rail.
I'm sure that's what he's hoping for, but this isn't that bad. I mean, this is a pretty easy billiard. The biggest problem is you can't hit it real soft because the 6 won't go by the 8. So you're going to have to hit it a little more speed and get the 6 to come out.
Yeah. Oh no, he's trying acrobatics. He's trying. I don't know what the hell he was doing there.
Well, I think that's a mistake, especially because he left himself in a position where playing safe's not easy.
That's what I was just going to say. Just not, he could only play the tippy tap, and now we're going to get tippy tapping here for 2 minutes. That's
a standard safety shot in this situation, and the problem is that once in a while you have to do that, but you keep doing that all the time, it's not going to work out that well for you.
I'll tell you something right now. What Coldest Pillow's doing right now is dangerous. He could line up a combo. He's got to be careful here with this shot.
Oh, that's well done.
Yeah, I mean the danger was
right on the end rail, but
the danger was bringing that 6 ball out into the table and leaving the combo out. Is Spectredawn thinking about a billiard?
Now things start getting tougher.
No.
He's going to play the rail firster, and that's a pretty good shot.
This is dangerous. Again, it's dangerous because you're bumping the 7 into play and open up the back of that 7 for the 6 ball down the rail.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful there. I think he's doing the right thing because you could try to play to put him on the 8, but that's too risky because if you don't get it, you're screwed. And got that a little thick. So I'll see if Spec shoots this. The 6 looks pretty close to the rail.
Yeah, it's off the rail a tad.
It's off the rail.
I think he's well. No.
Well, see, that's anybody that kicks well is going to kick safe here. Kick it off the end rail, hit the 6 first, come off the long rail right on the 7. No, see, you can't hit the long rail first. You got to hit the 6 ball first.
Well, that's far too tight to expect that 6 ball to go down past the 8 clean. But he's trying to punch it off the rail up into the short rail, is he? For a second here, that was the way he was lining up. Now I'm not sure what he's doing. And he's got the 6-ball up to the short rail, but he hasn't got the cover. But again, I still think this is a tough safety. I don't care what anybody says. If you stick a ball that distance, you're trying to get an edge on that 6-ball. This is tough. He's going for the bank.
Well, if the 8-ball is closer, it's easy. But the 8-ball is too far down the long rail for this to be easy. I think this is a good shot shooting it.
Oh, it's going too soon. It's going too soon. Oh, it's gone in. Oh, it's used all of the pocket. I thought that was going too soon to the long rail. Look at how far it was, like this middle diamond it hit, I think. But it doesn't matter. It's gone in. And big rack here for Coldest Pillow all of a sudden. He's a bit too straight. Now this is about judging the control in the cue ball to get nice in the tent. And see, he's not quite getting to it. Not quite getting to it. Now it's dodgy. And he didn't blink. And we're back on par. And, well, we're not quite halfway home yet. And we've been playing an hour and 5 minutes. And Coldest Pillow is having a 2-minute, probably bathroom break or an internet break, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, well, as long as we're doing that, I'm going to show you guys something.
Oh, I'm just going to show these guys the match that's on tomorrow. We've got Albinario and Matt, MC_Clarkey, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Don't forget to join us for that. Now, what are you going to show us, Steve? In fact, where are you going to show us it? More to the point.
Well, I lost it for... I was going to show you a kick and stick because these are the shots people should be trying. I was going to show you Filler doing a kick and stick, but unfortunately, I seem to have got the wrong time on the link. I don't have the time on the link when it happened. But kick and stick is that's something everybody should be practicing. You want to win these things. I mean, that's a huge weapon. And he does it in a situation where if he didn't get it, he was done. Like if he didn't get it, he was going to sell out.
Mm.
But he's so confident that he can do it. He did it even in that situation.
Well, this might be a good little tactical bathroom break for Coldest Pillow. It's like starting all over again. So we'll see how things go now that he's back. And off we go for the second part of the match. And immediately looks dry. And it is. Now, what about cutting that? Now, see that? I think that was a great opportunity there to cut that back to the short rail and go 2 rails to come up into this sort of area here. And, you stick the 1 ball down onto the short rail there. I think there was a nice wide open line to get there.
Okay, well, I finally got the link, but now we're back playing. I'll show it to you later. Well,
calling the 3.
He's going to play the combo, and where that 3 ball's sitting, I think that's a good choice because it's a little off the rail, and this shot, anything rail first, with probably a diamond of this ball, it goes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks good to me. That is very well played. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, he's going to have to tweak this.
Yeah, I think he's okay. Yeah, he's going to have to go around the corner. Now, this is a little tricky. You can't put too much topspin on this or the ball's going to loop. Because he needs to get this to move.
He's going to the
So-
rail, yeah.
You got to, well, he's playing at rail first, which was
looks-
actually a really nice play.
Well, that's without that bump in the 8 there, that was perfect.
But you know what? This is the easiest safety in the world. No, don't do that. Scoot it behind the 9. Just a little draw behind the 9.
Yeah,
See, that's terrible.
He's
He
missed a
could have
trick
just
there,
taken
hasn't
the
he?
cue ball and draw it right behind the 9 ball.
He's missed a trick there big time. I mean, that was
9,
asking
5,
to
and
be
10.
ducking along the rail behind that 9.
Boy, he plays such a savvy shot on the 1, and then he does that.
Well,
That's no good.
Coldest Billows, well, in fact, he's left the pot on, put it that way. In fact, yeah, 2 ball goes. Well, this is going to be Spectredawn back in the lead here. Can't see anything other than that outcome unless it's a big unforced error. Well, see, I don't like this because now you've got to avoid that 9.
Yeah, it's not hard to avoid it.
He's got a brush, but look at how he's ended up. You see, that's the problem. When you start playing shots where you're interfering with another ball, you just don't know what the outcome's going to be.
He could have stunned that over and gone behind the 6-2 rails without hitting a 9. I'm not sure why he hit it like that.
Well, I mean, there ain't much room round the back of this 9, but it will go.
Yeah, he's actually got a fair amount of room. I mean, but because of this cut angle on a 10-footer, I mean, this could easily be missed. And I think he knows it. He's taking a lot of time.
Yeah, not only that, that's you still got to be thinking about the 7 ball as well.
He could play safe here.
Oh, this is perfect. That's absolutely spot on. That
You
needs
got
to
a
just hold
safety,
up.
or you take the 6 ball up table and run the cue ball in between the 10 and the 9. Maybe even get him on the 9.
Well, he deserves a rack with that shot because that was beautifully played. Yeah. Spot on.
Well, this is pretty standard here. And he hits it good.
Anybody getting the feeling that this might be going all the way? That'll be up to Coldest Pillow, though. A test of his resilience, his bounce back ability. But it's he's on the chase again. But I just get the feeling that sooner or later Spectredawn's going to get this follow-up rack and have that 2-rack gap, and then it becomes a big test for Coldest Pillow. 9 balls, thinking about it.
Oh, good going. Wow, did he get a ball? He did not. Wow. Well, he can shoot this in the corner or the side. I think if he's going to get position, he has to shoot it in the side. I think that's the shot. If you miss it on the short side, you're going to be on the end rail. I mean, you just got to roll this in the side pocket.
This 2 ball is no good where that is. That's horrible.
Oh, yeah. All you got to do is make the 1 in the side and you're on the 2.
Yeah, it all sounds easy, doesn't it?
Well, when you're commentating, everything's easy.
He's got inside. Has he got enough to get there? I don't know. Convinced he is. I don't think he can.
I think he can. Well, if he can, he's going to play safe.
He doesn't, but he should be trying to nip behind that 7. This is behind the 7 every day of the week, as far as I'm concerned. No, he's using the 8, but I would have still tucked that into the 7.
Yeah, I mean, he played the simpler one, and I think it was more guaranteed what he did.
Let's be honest, he's got a cover. I mean, there's I think there's a line there through the gap to get the... Is there? No, there isn't.
This
thought
isn't
there was,
an easy kick. I mean, it's you can definitely hit this, but it's not an easy kick.
yeah, it's going to have to be.
Anytime you start going to a rail right
Is he
next to
going
you
three
first,
rails here, Steve? Around short rail, long rail,
yes.
short rail. No, he's going just the short rail.
Well, I would have gone 3 rails there because I think that kick is easier 3 rails than 2 rails.
Yeah, going into the corner and around the angles to kick the back of the two. Well, here's a big test of nerve here for Coldest Pillow. He's got ball in hand, trailing by a rack, and he's just simply got to get on the 3 ball here.
Now he's kind of trying to figure out what to do, and this is not a good sign because
Because
he's thinking it's not his friend.
yeah, that's what I was just about to say myself. He's overthinking. You just have to get the cue ball up there. He's got there. He's found a way to get there.
Well, I think he'll play to make both of them probably. The problem is this is a little tricky. You need to hit this enough speed to come off the rail so the 4 can't hook you.
Exactly.
Just in case they don't both go in.
That's it. If you start mollycoddling this and babying this, you could end up hooking yourself.
Yeah, a little more speed than normal. Well, he banked it. Interesting. He banked the thing.
I'm not sure the logic in it, but it worked. Now he's got to follow it through.
The bank was easy, and he felt like he couldn't screw up doing it.
Well, the 4 ball's gone in as well, and he's got himself reasonably good in the 5. You've just got to get out far enough beyond this 10 ball.
You don't want to hit this 8 ball.
Oh no, he had a proper jab at that.
That was not.
Yeah, I mean, look at where the cue balls ended up. There was nothing convincing about that shot, I'm afraid.
Well, let's see what he decides to do here.
I think he was desperate to get it shot more than anything else.
It's pretty tight trying to shoot this 5. He can play the he can play the billiard, but I think it's a little tricky getting the next shot on the 5.
He was thinking of calling something there. Now he's cancelled it. I'm not sure what he's done. But this is actually very similar to that last shot we're talking about, Steve. But this 7 ball's tighter. This is far too tight.
The safety's not as good as the last one, though. I mean, the safety's there, but you can't get the 5 ball up table, and I might just overcut this. I might have just overcut that 5 and missed the 7 and taken the cue ball up table and tried to get him on the 6.
He actually ended up calling the 7. Well, it's given Coldest Pillow a second bite at the cherry here that he probably shouldn't have.
Well, the interesting thing about this match is there's been a lot of situations that have come up that are just a little tricky, like funny angles and balls in the way, and these guys haven't really dealt with that well. There's been a lot of mistakes in those situations.
That's why you ends up being the test, because you're going to get into these situations in matches. It's how you overcome them, how you deal with them. And Coldest Pillow's going to get away with it here.
Coldest Pillow got funny on the 5 ball and it cost them, and then it was a situation where Spectredawn just couldn't handle the result.
Well, now the shoe's in the other foot. Is Coldest Pillow going to get a follow-up? Has anybody had a follow-up right tonight? I'm not convinced any of these players have.
I think Coldest Pillow did early on when he went up 4-0.
Did he? An actual break and run? Or
I think he did, yeah.
It's that long ago, I can't remember.
But that's a dry break. And
anyway, back to square one. Dry break to follow.
And this table is pretty good. There's no big problems with it.
Well, it's good from the point of view where the 5 ball is, because that 5 ball, you just knocks that down the rail and you're behind the 6 ball. Because I don't think the 6 ball goes into the side, does it? Let's have a look. Well, I wouldn't put it this way. I wouldn't want to play it.
Yeah, it's not the favorite shot.
I think that's what Spectredawn will be doing. Because again, you play the 5. If you get it straight on that 5, you just nip it up the rail, nip the 6 down the rail, and just nip back for the 7. He's gone. He's just running away from the 6 a wee bit. That's the problem there. Now, is he trying to drop that? I can't believe he's dropping this into the side pocket. He's got to be playing this into the bottom pocket.
Yeah, if you're going to play it into the corner, I would hit it and come across for the 7. I wouldn't try to hit it easy. I'd hit it and bring the cue ball across.
The gap between the 8 and 9.
Yeah, well, not have to go that far, and that's what he does, and he overhits
In fact,
it.
he's going above it.
Yeah, that's not where he wanted to be.
This
So
is
now things are going to get tricky because
now what do you do
he
here?
He can't get the cue ball back, or
do you check this? Do you play this with a bit of left English to stop it running away and trying to hide behind the 9? You try and, I mean, the best you're going to get is an 8-10 combo, isn't it? You're not going to get anything else.
That's right. This is tough.
No, he's going to try to go inside.
He's just playing for the 8-10, and I think that's really all he has.
I mean, that'll do.
Well, that'll do, but this shot could be missed too. I mean,
well,
the 10 ball's pretty close to the rail.
Yeah, I think he's got a reasonable margin of error here. The line he's got is not that difficult. That's pretty good.
He throats the thing. That was like no. Oh, that was close.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about the 10 ball coming back up.
That's why I said, whoa.
Oh dear, that was scary. Well, is it going to be tit for tat here? 8-7 to Spectredawn. Again, I keep saying it, but we're waiting in this fall-out rack, and he's bound to get one sometime. He hasn't had it, but is it going to come at the right time?
Yeah, well, you need a break that's not dry, and you need a shot on the low ball.
Yeah, but he's sticking with the same thing. I mean, he's sticking with the same break, and I think he's the 2 ball going to the corner once tonight, if I can remember.
Well, he's moving the cue ball around. He's trying to he's fooling around with where he's breaking from a little bit.
This looks decidedly dry again, and what's more, look at the way this 1 ball sitting. 1 ball wide open, 2 ball over the corner pocket, 3 ball in the middle of the table, 4 ball up top along the short rail, 5 ball into the side.
That's not the break you want. Let's see if Coldest Pillow can get into a rhythm here.
Well, this is exactly the type of example of a table where all the balls are there, and it's a simple test of cue ball control. That's all it's about, and he's already left himself short.
Yeah, well, those shots with the ball in the pocket, those are shots you should practice because it comes up all the time. He just took a little too much of the 2 ball there.
Watch the cue ball, and that's a disaster. And again,
what were you saying about a test of moving the cue ball?
Exactly, it's he got it wrong straight off the bat. The way he finished the 3, you know.
So what grade does he get? Is that an F?
Oh, and I'll tell you, it's F for a lot of other things as well. It's FBS. That's what that was. I'm with you. Oh, that is a painful one to watch there, because he's going to be made to suffer, and, well, by hook or by crook, and not necessarily the way that we were all expecting it was going to be, that Spectredawn was going to get a break and a fall-off. He's going to be 9-7 in front here. Oh, that's a sore one.
Yeah,
really sore.
He had multiple ways he could play that 2 ball. He could have taken it and gone 2 rails back out and shot the 3 in the same pocket as the 2.
That to me was a far better option.
Well, it was simpler. The problem with the shot he had was that it's very dependent on how much of the ball you take, and if you start putting a little check English on it, it makes it even trickier.
Yeah, well, it's going to hurt this one. And that might be the big turning point in the match.
Well, if Coldest Pillow gets a break and run, Gonna start looking a little ugly because then you're at 2-1. Well, this is not the easiest shot he left. I guess he was pretty straight on that 9. Would have thought he might have tried to come back with it, but he's confident in his ball pocketing. Well, here we go. Is he finally gonna make a ball and have a shot?
This is the telling rack. He's going to get a ball and a shot and a run out just to drive home his advantage. 8 ball goes in.
He's got a ball. He's got 2 balls.
Oh, look at the 1 ball just get bumped by the 3 there. Well, he's still got a cut.
Well,
and I think he can get out of there clean enough for the 3 ball. He should be out.
I think he's got something here, even if it brushes a 6. You can try to brush the 6. I don't think it's gonna. If it hits it, it's very little. I think he's got to try to twist this around the corner. If he can get a piece of the 6, it comes right out for the 3. It's close. It is close to hitting a 6 here.
Well, he's got a brush. He's caught the point.
See, he tried to hit that with inside English. I think he's trying to avoid the 6 ball. I mean, I would have just shot it either. If I thought I was going to hit the 6, I would have just shot it like center ball, maybe a little higher Q-tip position vertically. Otherwise, I would have hit it with left English and gone around the corner behind the 6.
Well, this ain't easy. He's had to play that with a bit of right English to make the actual hit point. Well, he's got the hit. That was
good, though. This is natural to go right around behind the 6 here. Well, he's drawing this. I would not draw this. I would go forward. Even if you bump the 6, it's on the backside and you're okay. This is nice and natural here. See, if you get that bump on the backside, you're still going to be fine.
Do you think he's listening to the stream, Steve? I think he is.
If he is, that's a mistake.
Well, I think he is, because he suddenly changed his mind and did what you said.
Well, that was interesting. He came out pretty good out of that.
Well, this is a test.
A double kiss.
Because this ain't a gimme, and that 7 ball might be in play.
He's just going to come straight across and then cut the 6. He's not going to come back for it. He's just going to go straight across. Oh, you hit that a little firm, though.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have to hit it that firm, but he's still okay.
This is bedhead territory if ever you want to see one.
The nice thing is you can roll this.
Oh, it's gone in right side.
Well, he didn't roll it. He hit it hard.
Well, 7 ball goes.
Yeah, 7 ball goes. Scratch isn't there.
Well, he's got to run the cue ball back. Is he going to play this dead weight and leave an awkward cut in the 9? Is he going to go 2 rails? You've got to go 2 rails, or he...
You don't. You could bunt this. On VP, you could bunt this.
I see he's leaving the dodgy cut.
As long as the 9's off the rail.
Yeah, it's off the rail, so it's not that much of an issue. As long as he doesn't bump it straight into the rail, he should be fine. Yeah, nailed it. So, back to within 1. Looking for the follow-up, as usual.
Yeah, well...
4 ball, side pocket.
And does he have a shot? Yes, he does.
Well, he's certainly got a safety as well if he fancies it.
Yeah, it's a little tricky shooting at this one. I mean, if you're going to bank it, that's the easy way to get position on the 2 is banking it.
No, what did he
if you're not going to bank it, you're going to have to go between the 10 and the 6 with right English and kind of spin around the corner, and that's tricky. Let's see what he decides to do. Maybe he's got something else in mind. I guess you'd go for between the 8 and the 6. That's tough, though. Yeah, he tries that way was tough where he tried to go.
I think he tried to bump the 10 there to leave himself sort of similar to where he was to play the cut in the 2. I think that's what he was thinking of doing.
Yeah. So he plays a little dink safe, and that's actually pretty good. He's got a lot of the kicking lanes blocked, so Could potentially get ball in hand here.
Yeah, he's going to have to start with a combo, I think, though, if he does, if a Spectredawn doesn't move anything here. Because I don't think he can get the cue ball in there to pot the two. Well, he can.
He tried to play the masse, now he can't.
He can now.
I don't know if that was a terrible choice, but he didn't execute it.
Well, I'll say it again. This is a bit like deja vu. This is another test of moving the cue ball. Am I going to jinx Coldest Pillow again for the second time? We're about to find out.
Well, you got your choice here. I would always take the natural. He's going to hold it. There's nothing wrong with doing this, but...
Left English to straighten it up. So now... what do you do here? Do you go 2 rails and come across? Because this is interfering with the 10 ball. I don't like this.
2 rails to the middle of the table. Little pass middle.
You got to leave this short. Oh, that's too heavy. But I think he's...
Where's the cue ball going?
He's going to end up okay.
Well, he ends up perfect. Because this is just make the ball.
Well, that 2-rack deficit looks as if it's going to be wiped out. Has Coldest Pillow found his second win? Well, he won't find that until he gets this follow-up rack, and it's likewise for Spectredawn. He's waited all night to get one, and I don't think he's had one. And now,
this has been a very strange match. Really,
it's been weird, hasn't it?
I mean, we've seen a lot of strange racks where people get funny and they don't handle it.
Well, it's now getting to the business end. 9 apiece. Every break is a big break, and this is looking dry. And, well, that's a thin cut in the 1. You're going to head straight into the 8, and you probably hook yourself in the 2 in the process.
This is safety all day.
I don't like the idea of that. I mean, if you're going to hit this,
I'd play to put him on the 9 ball. Even short of it's fine.
He's trying to get distance. Yeah. I see that. I mean, it's not a hook, but I still like that as a safety shot because this is better.
It's better than selling out. But I mean, it's not. This is pretty easy to get safe because you can get them on the 3 and you bring the 1 down on this cue ball side of the 5-2.
Easier said than done. See, there's the 8 ball is a good stopper now.
Yeah. Well, guys don't seem to like to try to shoot that shot, but that's a shot you should practice because it's definitely a shot that is effective.
There's that message in the chat there. Albinarius finally signed up for the World Straight Pool Championship to defend his title. So that's good news.
You got the message in chat because he's your friend?
No. Well, that's what it says. It says that on the screen, yeah. So that's bad news for everybody else in the straight pool.
Defending champ is in. Well, he can kick at this.
Oh, this is thin.
A little masse would help. No, he could kick at this. You need a teeny bit of banana on it.
Well, I'm thinking is he trying to go? Is he trying to go? I think the side pockets. No, he's trying to spin into this.
Yeah, I think this is the right shot. And it came out really well.
Well, that's reasonably safe.
Yeah, well, he's going to... The thing is what it is. This a little tricky. That's no good. Oh, he got lucky.
Well, it's run on. It's run on.
Yeah. That was fortunate.
And
so you got a number of ways to kick at this. You can kick off the side rail or the end rail. He looks like he's going end rail.
Well, he's not calling a pot. Well, he is now.
Yeah, and try to kick this in. And I wouldn't try to kick it there. If I was going this way, I'd try to kick it the pocket near where his cue ball is.
How's his luck? Well, not this time.
Yeah, he's left a shot, and this is pretty straightforward to get on the 2 ball.
Yeah, he can come around the back of the 8 ball.
Yeah, it's mainly speed. You maybe need a little bit of left English. Well, he decides to hold it and go on the front side.
Coming inside.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
one thing I will say is a lot of guys have learned how to play on the inside of the cue ball very proficiently in VP, and that's a big thing. I tell people in real life all the time, if you want to be a good player, learn to play from the inside of the cue ball, and both these guys do it really well. Ooh, that was thinking about hanging up there.
Now, I know that if I say this long enough, that it's going to happen. And now wouldn't now would be perfect, wouldn't it? If you're Spectredawn, you've gone dry pretty much every rack as a follow-up rack, or not a shot either way. Now's the time for it to happen if you're going to take the match with the scruff of the neck and get it done. Oh, hang on a minute though. Oh, he's just missed it. I thought he was going to land on top of it. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Stay away from the 8-ball. Loads of room to avoid the 8-ball.
He may draw back the other side, although then you got the 9-ball.
No, he's came down, got the bump.
I think that was the right play.
So 4 balls away from double figures. The match has been going for an hour and 35 minutes. A match that we thought wasn't going to happen tonight. Coldest Pillow having internet issues all day today, apparently. Well, where can this go wrong? Just don't overcook it. He's well away from that. So now, big break coming up here for Spectredawn.
Yeah, it's getting down to time to get the clenching going here, because now mistakes are going to be really huge at this point in the match.
Oh, I thought it was going off the back of the 9, and it's hung.
Oh,
and
wow,
it's
that's amazing.
It's a little cut combo here in the 1 ball.
Yeah.
Onto the 8.
So he's just the 1 ball may go in. He's got to get the cue ball out, or he's got a shot on the 2.
The 1 ball is very likely to go in if he gets this flush. It stayed up. Oh,
he didn't get the ball out.
No, he didn't get the cue ball out. Yeah,
that's why he had to get the cue ball out, because either for the 2 or just in case the 1 didn't go in.
Well, this is asking a lot here.
Well, this is a tough shot.
Yeah, that had to be. You had to find a line up and down there. I think you had to find a line up and down there. I mean, that 1 ball was quite a big target if you went to the long rail to try and kick that in up and down. I think that was a better option.
That was a big mistake. And this 9 ball goes in both pockets.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you had to get that cue ball up into the table there because of that traffic that was in the way that could have obscured you, and it did obscure him. And now the Coldest Pillow's running out of racks. And something that I think we forgot to mention was that match the other night there with Cobra and Albinario. Don't forget, Albinario was on the hill at 16-14 in front on 10 ball in a 10-foot table, and Cobra won the last 3 racks to pinch it. So that was a very good win for Cobra, and I think we omitted to mention that at the time, because I had him written off at 16-14 down.
I think I mentioned it. I said he escaped. Well, that's sitting perfect. This is the 3-railer. He may go 1. You want to get on this 7 good because
Yeah.
the 9 is tricky.
Yeah, see, when it all looks too easy like this is where you take things for granted and you end up doing something stupid. Now, where's the cue ball going? Yeah, well, he's going to leave the high bedhead cut in this 9 ball unless he's trying to nip off it and come right along. I think he is. Is he trying to nip into it? Yes, he is.
I think. Boy, that's surprising.
I'll tell you that was.
He hit it good.
That was a nice roll there because that was looking pear-shaped for a second.
I'm surprised he just didn't take the cut on the 9.
Wow.
Yeah.